Hey, boo things, let's get into stages 5 and 6 of trauma bonding. Stage 5 is resignation and submission. Now, this is not the biblical submission that they're talking about where wives submit unto your husbands. What this means is that resignation, remember we talked about gaslighting. Gaslighting gets you to the point where you start to doubt the truth. You start to doubt your sanity, that things that you know to be true, you're starting to doubt and kind of blame it on yourself. So resignation means that you've gotten to the point where you know that nothing is going to work. Trying to have a reasonable and logical conversation with the abuser is not working. You are speaking wisdom and you're speaking logic, but it's just not working in the scenario. So what happens is that the abuser turns it back on you, and every time that you try to have a logical conversation about the situation, they turn the argument and blame it on you, as well as turn it into something irrelevant. So examples of this would be when you find your husband cheating, and the argument turns into you going through his phone, or you respecting his privacy, or the argument comes from him disrespecting you in a certain area, or you just, whatever that looks like, or in a certain arena, and it comes back to that you don't follow his guidance, or that you're the problem. So it looks in the point where you've now resigned to understand that nothing I do is going to be good enough. I am constantly under his criticism. So because of that, I am now going to submit to whatever he says. I'm going to agree to what he says. I'm going to agree that, yes, this is my fault. I'm sorry. You've seen this when you see movies like Tina Turner, or what was the movie with Whitney Houston and Sparkle, and where they start to blame themselves. Yes, I'm sorry. Or you've also seen it where a mother is in Enough, when the mother asks Jennifer Lopez, "What did you do to make him hit you?" And so that's what this looks like. So the resignation and submission. So then you get into a loss of self. So now I don't even trust myself, right? I begin with my ex-husband, I had gotten to this point so much so that I began to question what I wanted. So he would spend nights away from me as my husband, and I would start to tell myself, well, we're both busy, so it's okay if he doesn't come home every night. And then if he doesn't call me, then that's okay if he doesn't call me, because, I fell asleep early too. So I'm now starting to try to tell myself his truth in order to get some semblance of peace. So that's why this one is so vital, and it's so hard to break, because now you are trusting what he says and not yourself. Follow